Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. This is episode 3. Last time we stopped in at the RPD, the Raccoon Police Department, and we went to Jill's old office to pick up a lockpick. We also met Nemesis, the eponymous character of this game, and we'll be seeing quite a bit more of him in future. Let's see, I'm going to do a little bit of sorting here. We're going to toss the handgun for a little bit and go with the shotgun. See, we don't have a lot of ammo for it, however, we do have 3 stacks of gunpowder B, which we can turn into shotgun ammo. Now, some people might say this is a waste because you can also make various grenade rounds using the gunpowders, but honestly, I think just having the extra ammo helps me more. Also, we don't have a grenade launcher yet, because we got the Magnum instead. We're gonna go with the shotgun, grab my healing powder again, as well as the lockpick. Make sure to equip the shotgun. And we're ready for anything. Alright, there are 3 Cerberus here, but one of them is always aggressive for some reason, so we just have to run for it. A new map for a new area, the downtown. We just came from uptown, and now we're going downtown. As they say, you've got to get up to get down. And we've got a new enemy here. The Drain Demos. Sort of the liquor equivalent in this game. Not too tough, but they do a lot of damage. And I got kind of lucky with the dodge there. Now let's see, we don't actually really know where we're going right now. We just sort of went this way because we could. But there are a couple areas flashing on the map, which means they're important, and the nearest one is the restaurant. Hey look, another living guy. That's clearly not Brad, because Brad is no longer among the living. What with the whole tentacle to the face. Let's use up one of these herbs just to get out a yellow caution. Now we do have this puzzle of sorts here. We can take this compass, but if we do, it starts the water flow, and the water flow is touching this electrified water, which is electrified because of that broken light, so we'll get electrified and we can't take the compass. Now we don't really have a use for the compass yet, but we will. You can see here there's also another hollow. Almost like an open book. This gunpowder ammo here seems to be one of the ones that's randomized. Sometimes there's just nothing on this table. Ah yes, the vast donations from Umbrella Inc. Such a generous company. The mayor himself, I don't think, ever appears in a Resident Evil game, unless he appears in Outbreak 1 or 2. But his daughter does in Resident Evil 2. Well, she appears as a dead body on a table, if that really counts. Some sort of cover that we need like a manhole hook to open up. Leaking compressed gas. And a symbol lock. I usually forget about this and have to go get the lockpick, Look, a fire hook. Just what we needed to open this fire cover? This just leads to the basement, so I'm not sure why it has like this giant metal slab on top. Alright, let's open her up.
What's that?
Calm down, lady. I'm no zombie. My name's Carlos, Corporal of Umbrella's Biohazard Countermeasure Force. What's your name?
Jill, did you just say you belong to Umbrella's army?
Yeah, we came all the way out here to save you civilians, but the mission went bad the minute we landed.
No way! How did he find me?
Nemesis has no time for conversations. And we get another choice. Run to the basement or hide in the kitchen. Here, hiding in the kitchen is actually the better choice.
Over here!
Are you crazy? You could have barbecued both of us!
As this is the first time you can score an environmental kill, I use kill loosely here, on Nemesis, and every time you beat Nemesis in a fight, you get an item. We could have actually got the eagle parts from defeating him in the police station, the very first time he showed up. As it just depends, it doesn't depend on where you fight him or where you kill him, just on what order you do it.
I need to ask you something. Why did Umbrella send your team here?
Our mission is to rescue the civilians.
How kind of you. Considering Umbrella caused all this in the first place, those liars!
Look, we're just mercenaries, hired hands. No time for talking. If you can believe me, then join us. Think about it.
So Carlos Oliveira of the U.B.C.S. there tells us to join him and then just runs off without telling us where. But we actually want to make our way to... That's not the map button. We actually want to make our way over to the trolley here. It's the first important point we can go to. Nemesis, however, is not done with us just yet. He doesn't always have his rocket launcher when he shows up either. I'm not really sure where he puts it when he's not using it. Just leaves it on a rooftop or something. This is a really bad place to try to have to escape Nemesis. This is the newspaper building, which is one of the key points we can go to. However, we're not really going to be able to get much done here with Nemesis punching me in the back of the head the whole time. We do need to go here if we want to progress, though. I mean, the best way here to lose Nemesis is to run back the way we came until he stops following us. Which is why he's more of a pain in the ass in some ways than, you know, a scary monster. Because now we can't really progress properly until we lose him. I mean, we could, technically, you know, try to do stuff while avoiding him. But it's a lot easier to just keep going. Oh, how did you get ahead of me? You were behind me. Come on, Jill. You don't want to stay on the ground because he actually has a grab attack that can really fuck you up when you're on the ground. He can pick you up and successfully insta-kill you if you stay on the ground too long. Alright, gotta get past the dogs. Try not to die, my health's getting pretty low. Oh, shit, I missed the door. Okay, we're in red, so let's use health. Alright, I think we lost him. But let's go back one more screen to be sure. Alright, the music's not playing. There's no music in this area, so it's a little hard to tell. But usually you can tell if he stopped chasing you if the music goes back to normal for that area. That actually worked a lot better than I thought it would. I wonder if anything is going to happen with this door at some point. That's the thing with these old pre-rendered Resident Evils. They got sort of that old cartoon thing where you can tell that whatever looks slightly different from everything around it is probably going to do something. Another Drain Demos. They're not the most observant. It's like, I'm gonna get ya. Alright, so we finally deked Nemesis. We can go back to the newspaper building. All the zombies here have spawned up. The old shotgun trick of aiming up and headshotting them still works here. I think that was my last shot. Nope, only used 6. Honestly, it would have been better to just pistol those guys, but obviously I didn't have my pistol on me. Before we open that, let's grab this. A crank. Now we did see a crank hole already, but that was for a square crank, and this is a hex-aged crank. So it's not any good for what we know it's good for. So we'll just put it in the box, along with the lockpick, I believe. We don't need the lockpick. The eagle parts will come in handy eventually, but they're no good to us until we get eagle parts B, so those are just going to go in the box too. Just pop these down here. Some more ammo. I should probably grab a health item just in case. Since with me playing, it's more of a when, not an if situation of dying. Alright. Once again, we are prepared for anything. Now, we did hear about this from Marvin Brana. If we're going to get in there, we're going to need a second gem, since we already have the blue one. Do you have any treasure for me? No. But I bet you do. You look like a... no. Background dead people in Resident Evil usually have something for you. What about you? No? Lock from the other side. In we go. So there's a fire shutter, but it's unpowered, so we can't do anything with it. For some reason, the switch for this fire shutter is up there on the wall. Scoop! Well, this is a newspaper building, so I guess zombies would be a pretty big scoop. Way more than having a group of about 10 people attacking and killing people. Victims are apparently eaten. So, that was the whole puzzle. We had to push that over there and turn it on. No explanation is ever given for why the newspaper building is on fire. And how it hasn't burned down yet, if it has been on fire for a while. Alright, there's our second gem. Very excitable fat zombie. Ah, what a waste. Again, who actually was around to take this picture? One man actually ate people to death. Someone was on the case. He probably died, though. So really the only thing we needed to get here is the gem. Now we just gotta shuffle on back to the safe room to grab the other gem. Alright, so I've run back to the safe room, grabbed the other gem, and now we're here at the clock. Let's pop these suckers in. This is just one thing I want to point out. This tells us that the gate will only automatically open at these times. However, it's clearly sometime late at night, and putting the gems in makes it open anyway for some reason. Another door we can't open. Alright, that leads up to the gas station, but as you can see, it's locked, so we can't really do anything with that yet. Just carefully step over these zombies. He'll be back. Oh, crawler. Like here, I can't shove him because he was walking with his back to me, and then he spun around. And that's why I don't find the shove that useful. It's very situational. Another zombie barrel. Blew that guy straight in half. So it tells us how to repair the train, sort of. And we have one of those. We don't have one of those, and we don't have any mixed oil. So we'll need 3 things to get this tram moving again.
You're one of the survivors from the rescue team, right? I just ran into your teammate, Carlos.
How did a girl like you manage to survive?
Hey, I'm no ordinary civvy. I'm a member of s.t.a.r.s.
S.t.a.r.s? You mean the RPD Special Force Team?
Hey, is someone wounded back there?
Come on, Jill. Back there, he's like 5 feet away.
Oh, this looks bad.
They're coming. Get ready! Fire! Fire! Stay together!
Calm down. You're safe now. Everything is gonna be okay.
So 2 of the 3 U.B.C.S. members we met have a Russian accent to their English.
So Jill, did you decide to help us out? It looks like we're the only ones who survived. We should work together.
No, we can't trust her.
Why? But Sergeant, we need her help. Our unit's down to you, me, and Lieutenant Mikhail. That's it. And Mikhail's hurt bad. If we don't cooperate, we won't be walking away from this mission.
Fine. Then let's go over our plan. We're moving to the clock tower area, which is the designated landing zone for the extraction chopper. Once we get there and give the signal, the chopper will fly in and pull us out.
That's a lot of ground to cover. I don't think we can make it on foot.
The main problem we have is that the landing zone is cut off from here by the fire. So we have no choice but to use this cable car to navigate through it. Fortunately, we can also use it as a moving shield to get us through the worst areas.
That works for me. Good plan, sir.
Okay, people, let's get moving.
Jill, put this on.
So it's not really clear immediately what that is, but Carlos actually just gave us something super handy. This combat harness gives us 2 extra item slots. Let's see what do we got here. A wrench. Well, we did see some bolts that need untightening. It's also kind of weird that this is a control room, not a control room. So now we'll need to go around and find the various parts for the train to get it going again. We already have one of the 3. We still got a few other areas to hit for the other parts. So let's make our way back to the safe room again, since unfortunately there isn't one in the train. Grab Niths, now that we have the extra space. Oh no, a zombie. I never would have expected that here. Did you just fall over already? Ah, damn it. Oh, now he falls over. You know what? Fuck him. Sure, everyone just take turns. Now we could head to the gas station, but again, we are missing one of the items we need for that. Or rather, we have it, but it's in our box. I'm just sort of tapping the button at this point. Ah, son of a bitch. We're still fine, though. Here's that statue of the mayor that was mentioned in that note we got in the restaurant. Press the button, he gives us his book. Well, we know where that goes. Carlos, where are you going? Oh, you fool. This is one of the parts of the game where a lot of the events can be randomized depending on sort of the order you go to the different places. Alright, let's see here. Let's put away our shotgun shells. Where is our shotgun? Up here. And we're gonna need not the power cable yet. We're gonna need the crank. And I believe just the crank for now. As well, not that. As well as our ink ribbons, because we're gonna call it here for episode 3. So I've been Shadefyre. This is Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and I hope you join me again for some more Raccoon City antics. Until then, have yourselves a good day, folks.